Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in again today. I got a little package from Hollywood Fashion Secrets. They make a bunch of little kind of tools for outfits that make your clothing wear better than it would normally. So I've been kind of trying out some of these little gadgets, I don't know if you would call them that, or these little fashion secrets, and had some thoughts I wanted to share with you guys. This is just really some stuff that I probably never would have thought of trying myself, but Hollywood Fashion Secrets contacted me and asked if I would be interested in giving these things a try, so I've been trying them out over the past couple weeks and just wanted to kind of give you guys my thoughts. So there are a few things that I have really enjoyed in particular for winter, so I'm just going to start with those since it is winter. As you can see, I'm sporting my little hat today. It is freezing in Chicago, so I'm all bundled up. But the first thing I want to start out with are the boot straps. As you guys know, the tall boots are really popular right now, and most of us probably wear them with skinny jeans, but a lot of the time, depending on how small your calves are or how tight your skinny jeans are, they may or may not actually stay inside your boot. You sometimes get that like bunching up effect, and for me, I usually don't have that problem because I have pretty big calves, but the problem I have is that my socks always like sink into my boot, and then you'll be like at work or something and you're like, I don't really want to feel like taking off my shoe at my cubicle, like that's kind of embarrassing. So there are these boot straps, and what they basically are, obviously mine are not in the package anymore because I've been using these. They're little Velcro straps. They're elastic, and you use them to cuff off your jeans and your socks at the bottom of your boots. Or not the bottom of your boots, the bottom of your foot, and before you put your leg into your boot. So the way I use them is I like to kind of fold my socks on top of my jeans. So I get my jeans laying flat, and then I pull my socks on top of my jeans, and then I take the boot strap and I cuff it around my ankle. And the great thing about these is they're pretty, they're long enough and they're stretchy, and then there's actually a large Velcro area, so you can even fold your sock back over or whatever, so it doesn't look like you have weird things at the bottom of your feet in case you're going over to someone's house or whatever. It's very easy to conceal, but I've been loving these because it just holds everything into place and makes it really secure. So, I mean, it seems like something silly, but if you have issues with your socks slipping off your foot while you're wearing boots, or if you have an issue with bunching around your knees with your jeans, I would highly recommend checking these out. They're just super easy and just really handy. So on the back, it kind of shows like different ways you can wear them. It's really up to you. I mean, you kind of can just do whatever works for you, but what I usually do is, like this picture shows, fold up the bottom of the pants and then put the thing on top of my socks, because I hate when my socks do that. The next thing I've been really loving, and I actually used this today on my sweater, it's called the Sweater Saver, and it's like this little, it's like a pumice stone actually, and what it does is it gets rid of pilling. Pilling is just so annoying when you buy a new sweater and then you can see like little kind of gross like dots of lint. It kind of gathers. Well, that's pilling. So what you do is you take this kind of pumice stone type thing, the Sweater Saver, and you just like drag it across the sweater, and then you can see I just picked up all these little linty things, and it really makes your sweaters look newer, because the more you wear them with the friction, that's how the pilling happens. So you could have a really nice sweater, it could be brand new, but it could look really old just because of the way your body is rubbing in certain areas. So I found this very, very helpful. I have, seen complaints on Twitter, oh, I just bought this sweater from the Gap a couple hours ago and it's already pilling. Well, a lot of the times pilling doesn't mean that the clothes are bad quality, it's just a result of all the friction and our body parts moving, maybe areas or whatever. So I found that really helpful because I really think that there's nothing worse than when a sweater has like those gross little fly balls all over it. It just makes the sweater look old. So I think that's really helpful. Another thing they sent me that I haven't used yet, and this isn't really wintry, but this is the fashion tape. It holds your clothing in place. So like if you have a blouse that maybe budges like around your bust line, and you don't, want anything hanging out or getting peeked out, you would just use this fashion tape, and it comes in a really cute little tin. I haven't tried this yet, but I think I will use this on a lot of my silk blouses that are button up. If you don't want to wear an undershirt, just to kind of have that extra security, if you move your arms a certain way, you don't have to worry about anyone being able to see into your shirt. So I think that's very nice, especially for work, if you just want to have a little extra security and peace of mind. And then the final thing, I haven't tried yet, but a gal I work with actually uses this all the time and she loves it. It's called the Hip Hugger. It's a little clasp that you put onto the back of your belt. If you have like a gap in the back of your jeans, it kind of just helps keep everything together. Now, I don't have that issue, but I do have an issue with my pants always seem to like, the waist of my pants always seem to like fall down. And I'm constantly like pulling them up, pulling up, pulling them up. So this really is like kind of an alternative of wearing a belt. It just holds everything into place and clasps everything in at the back side and just helps everything lay nicely. And I also think this would be really great for winter because a lot of the times when you're wearing the longer sweaters, like this cardigan I'm wearing is very long today, if you have that gap in your jeans, it kind of creates like a bunch, and you really just need everything to be very tight to the body so everything can lay over it very easily. So if you have issues with that gap in the back of your jeans, or just in general you don't want to wear a belt, maybe with your outfit you don't want the bunchiness of a belt, I would definitely recommend checking this out, the Hip Hugger. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. So the two things of the four that I think I've used the most are the sweater saver, like I said, for winter, that's amazing, and the boot straps. I mean, these things I thought, when I first saw them, I was like, oh, I don't know about that, but I will tell you, the more that I wear them, the more I swear by them, so I would really highly recommend checking that out. All of this can be found at HollywoodFashionTape.com. I'll put the information below. I would suggest just perusing the website and giving it a check and seeing if you'd be interested in any of these products. I think that it is really nice to have these little tricks in your bag because it is hard when you buy things off the rack. Things are not custom tailored for our bodies, so a lot of the time we have to kind of resort to having these little tricks to kind of make things fit or look as though they fit the way that we want them to fit. So I would highly recommend this stuff, and I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Thanks for watching.